Jason Carey, and this is Jason Carey from Jason Carey Guitar, and this is morning ritual for guitar growth. And I have an exciting proposition for us today. Today is going to be the day. Good morning, Kevin. I've got something specifically in mind for you today. So I wanted to try to keep these chats a little more morning ritual guitar focused. If you can help me with that, that'd be great. So, you know, no big deal, just trying to keep things sort of framed as a guitar-oriented, guitar-forward discussion. Good morning, Robbie. So, today we are going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to give it a few minutes so we can get people here, and that's what we're going to do with that. Let's just kind of get this thing going over here. I want to be sure that we get everybody, you know, on board for what it is we're gearing up to do here. And it's not that big. It's going to be a big transition from what we normally do. I got your email, Anthony, and I responded this morning. Thank you very kindly. Dan Husband, yeah, Mr. Husband's in the house. So I wanted to let you know that I wonder if there is something I can do here. Let me go ahead and skip over this. Just bear with me one moment, okay? We've got a new thing to talk about today. And for those of you who, good morning. Let's see. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Robbie. Good morning, Sky. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Tortorello. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Husband. I started working on Fade to Black fingerstyle. That's really cool. Very cool. Morning, Raul. Good morning, Mark. Well, Mark, it's fancy that you show up at this moment. So you can see the link underneath your second post in the live chat. So you have all asked for it. Now you've got it. If you want, you know where it's available. It's the onesie and the twosie t-shirt. There's other official morning ritual merch associated with it here at that link. So if you want it, no pressure at all, but if you want it, you know where you can find it, okay? This is our official store. We have arrangements where they've already been previously made, and so maybe that changes in the future. I don't know what the future really looks like, but I certainly appreciate all of the support and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to let you know that that shirt, the onesie and the twosie shirt, is available now, and it may be a limited run, so that we, you know, if you're in the know, you know where to get it. There's also at that link, there's also a Hitchhiker's Guide reference shirt for the morning, specific for morning rituals. So yeah, it is. It's going to be kind of a fun. It's going to be kind of a fun one. What we'll do is we'll surface. So I don't have any arrangement with other vendors at this moment to develop merchandise for us, because I don't have those mechanisms of trust built and established. I know while we're on the internet and we like to be friends, I like to support local and friends who are supporting us. But just to full disclosure, I just don't have all of the logistics solved to work outside of the window that we've already made choices to. We already have had an existing agreement with another company, so I don't have, it takes us a long time, and I've already explained this to some of us, but it takes us a long time to make decisions in other directions. But we're totally open to that. So I just wanted to let you all know what's going on, okay? So without further ado, ASMR dude, hi, hey, how are you? Pretty good, how are you? Uncle Jason's shirt next, yes, yeah, that's good. All right, so here's the surprise. We have enough of us who are here. So if you're just new and you're just tuning in, I wanted to welcome you to the morning ritual for guitar growth. This is a guitar forward live chat discussion which focuses on breath, it focuses on breathing, it focuses on breathing again, and then tuning and remaining in tune throughout the process of the morning ritual. This usually runs exactly 1 hour, and Kurt Rosenwinkel. Oh, very cool. Yeah, he's quite a. We've yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one to follow. So anyway, so what we do is we go through this morning ritual. It's every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And it's going to be a start to the day. It's my start to my guitar day, and my guitar day finishes sometimes at it's a long, lengthy day. So this is a good warm-up for me personally, and I invite you to join us all as we continue through the rest of the year of 2025. So Jill, good morning. I see you there. Scott, good morning. So please join. You don't have to subscribe to the channel. You don't have to like, but it does help if you're here. If you want to like, share, subscribe, and do all of the obligatory things, double tap the screen, all of that stuff, I guess, helps. But what I'm really doing here is here developing a relationship with my guitar. Firstly, I'm going to set an intention and invite you to set your intention for this hour. It could be guitar related, it could be something life related, it could be just make it something for yourself. If you decide to do that, make it something for yourself. Something that maybe you have some extra energy that you need to allocate to something over the weekend or whatever it might be. But we'll take a moment, dial it in, and then I'll give you get you the special surprise here. We've got a really special surprise. It's going to change everything today, like everything that we've been doing up until this point. This is a surprise, sort of like welcomed left turn, and it will maybe turn some of us off, but it will maybe seriously engage others. Okay, so very simple. Sky, hey dude, yeah, there you go, getting on the super chat. Wow, Mr. Animates. Thank you very kindly. Good morning, Bernie. Good morning, Didi. Sutanto, bro request. Good morning, Arcade Axiom, the much walkie-talkie sergeant. We need to get in the fight. Yeah, let's get in the fight. All right. Play that fiddle stick. Yeah, I like that fiddle stick. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for. Oh man, you're definitely making my day here. You definitely made my day. It's a good welcome start to the morning. I try not to be financially motivated, but there's no an excuse for financial illiteracy in this day and age. So it's a really important part of my life to understand personal and business, micro and macro finance. So do that. But let's go ahead and finish setting the intention, and we'll get moving. All right. And we'll be practicing some gratitude. Today's a very special day for many around the world. So it starts a really important weekend for many of us around the globe. So thank you for being here on this very special day. So we are setting intentions, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. All right. So hopefully this doesn't wreck your morning, because it certainly made my morning when I had this idea. I just wanted to just take this turn and just go with it, just run with it, because it's such an important thing to do. And if you're here and you haven't liked the stream yet, please go ahead and do that now. Double tap the stream if you can. Raul, learning guitar, become a teacher, became a businessman. Vi said, yeah, that's good. I love hearing quotes from the wonderful Mr. Steve Vai, little Stevie Vai. What a great, beautiful Beautiful musician, you know. He's just his orchestrations on Passion and Warfare are just second to none. Just a beautiful, beautiful guitar thinker, you know, wonderful guitar thinker. So thank you, Raul, for mentioning his name here. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do today, this is a very exciting morning, and we're going to start with the open A string, which is in tune, and we're going to just let's go ahead and get the A string in tune, because this is really important. We're retuning the entire guitar today. Yeah, I know, it's yeah, we've already talked. I already had that discussion with Bernie in an email, so he's understanding. He's a super cool guy, and in the future, if we can work with an outside vendor that we have a new relationship with, Bernie's top of the list. So yeah, thank you for being such a kind, appreciative, and understanding and godly man. Super man, right? Super guy. So thank you for your understanding. So, all right, A. We've got the A, and then we've got the low drop D. So what I'm doing is, surprise, we're going to work through pentatonics. We're going to continue our week in pentatonics, but we're doing this in DADGAD, right? And this is specifically for one member in particular. He actually holds a blue gear, you know, a blue wrench in the live chat. So what we typically would do is we've got fret 5 on the low E string, and fret 7 on the low E string now is going to be the note that we tune to, or we can just turn the string down so that it's drop D. And then what I do is I'll go through that and double check it, fret 7, to make sure that it's in tune, and then I'll go through the next string and tune that to D. So welcome, if you're just tuning in, we're tuning to DADGAD, that's right. And we're going to work some pentatonics and some fingerstyle exercises. We're going to rip things apart today. Yeah, we are. Actually, the A, the D, and the G strings are going to remain the same, right? And then the B string is going to be tuned down to A. So we'll use fret 2 on the G string to tune the what was the open B string, what's left of the open B string. We have this beautiful A note there now. Beautiful A note. And then we'll go ahead and tune that high E string to open D. So I have two other reference tones, two other reference D notes on the guitar. I can use fret 12 harmonic on the open middle D string, and then that gives me the same tone that the open high D string shall ring at. And then when we plunge through the guitar, we have a beautiful new situation. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna. I really want to rip this apart here because it's such a great tuning. I'm going to review it one more time, then we're going to do all of our normal finger warm-ups because those are still applicable today. After that, last 15 or 20 minutes, we're going to start working fingerstyle. Number one, breath. Number two, fingerstyle technique. I don't have a full set of nails on my picking hand right at the moment, so we're going to appreciate what happens even if we don't have the fingernails, you know, shaped and well manicured. We can use fingertips and still get a beautiful guitar tone. So stick around. This is going to get interesting. All right. Calm down, Jason. I know it's good. It's so exciting. You know, it's just. So we're here. We might have some checks that we need to do over the span of the session as our guitars next settle into place. Yeah, it's good stuff here. I've been trying to understand chord catastrophe alone until I found this channel. Lucy, great to have you here. Great to have you here. So, all right, so let's go ahead and work out this. Just a review of D. So we have drop D or DADGAD, D string, or you can just set your tuner. It's D, A, D, G, A, D. It's a very cool tuning. Oh, this is the tuning that if you haven't heard my track called Arabian Moon, on my Rebirth album, 2013 release way back there.
God looked down from upon the mountain and he said to me, all men are created equal and were made to be free. Whether you or I or he is bound to his duty.
It's got that really cool sort of like droney string sound, but fingerstyle today. You can go check out that track anywhere you consume your digital music. And if you do, listen to it. We spent a lot of hours. We have over 80 hours or 100 hours that we collected for sound in the White Mountains in Tuckerman's Ravine, where we captured the sound of the mountain and we put it in the chorus of the song. So those are all actually, like, we humped 80 pounds of gear up in there. It wasn't community gear, that's 80 pounds of pat. So it's a fun one, you might like it. So here, let's go ahead and start with the old 1, 2, 3, 4s we're working up to. So fingers 3 and 4 on frets 11 and 12. 1 E and a 2 E and a D E and a 4 E and it's got some pretty cool like overdubbed guitars at the end too. My young son was playing some of the guitar licks on the end of the outro of that tune. Pretty good song. I haven't played that song for a long time. So it's 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4 and we're working on 60 beats per minute. We have fingers 3 and 4 and 3 and 4, and what we're doing is breathing and just taking a leisurely walk, tiptoeing through the tulips at 60 beats per minute. Yeah, and so, so I don't know if this is, going to work for anybody else but me, but I thought DADGAD is a really great place to know and understand on the guitar. So fingers 2 and 3 on 11 and 12, 3E and a go E and a. I think the brain power, the neuroscience behind the teen brain versus the adult brain is like something like 80 times fast. I don't know, I forget the math. I knew the math at one point. But there is a different rate of learning and neuroplasticity for the juvenile. I guess the juvenile is considered juvenile up until like 24, where their frontal lobe fully develops, right? I'm still waiting for mine to fully develop. Oh, that Hallelujah song is yeah, amazing. Great. So part of this, I don't know, Lucy, if you're still here or not, but part of this live stream is 1E and a 2, fingers 1 and 2, 11 and 12. Part of this live stream is me trying to stretch out my fingers as we go through, as we proceed through the chord, the famous workbook, the chord chemistry workbook, that, the 100-page, like, grand observance of the guitar in its natural form. And what do we do with chords that are hard to reach, chords that are, I thought I didn't want to give myself disadvantages moving through the book, so I thought it's a good idea just to get stretching. So I thought maybe I'm not the only one who really wants to stretch to get those chords done. So these finger workouts are designed to accompany that chord chemistry series. And that's, that's not all this is really, but that's one of the motivators for me. So fingers 3 and 4, here we go with the stretch. All right, so fingers 3 and 4, we're tuned to open DADGAD. You can be tuned to anything, it doesn't matter. What we're working on right now is not related to any tuning. I'm tuned to DADGAD at the moment, D-A-D-G-B or G-A-D. But you don't have to be in DADGAD, but if you would like to, if you have your guitar with you, if you want to return later, show up and play along with the exercise in DADGAD. We have some really exciting pentatonic work coming up with DADGAD. Basic stuff just to get us, just to get our, just to tease it a little bit, just to get the juices flowing. So fingers 3 and 4 on 10 and 12. Thanks, Lucy, for being here. Yeah, I've been enjoying the process of walking through the book. I think I remember working through the book earlier on with one of my university guys, like the guitar professors that you have these private sessions with them, and then I forget which one of them introduced me to the book, but it was a revelation. And then that became groundwork to sort of expand the guitar, and then everything is one thing all at the same time, chord pluralities and then extensions and all of those wonderfully complicated things as we first start digesting them. But to go back through the book today it's just an honor and a privilege to revisit with the mind of Mr. Green. You know, I have some friends who have had lessons with him, and I never had a private session with him, but it feels like that. 1 E and a 2 and a T E and a 4 E and a. Hi Andrew. Yeah, I think I'm not sure what you'd call this. This is my good. That's a good question. Is this I do give lessons sort of like on the internet, you know, I like to use Zoom. I have Zoom. I do that with some students and friends. If you have, you know, questions that you're really dying to have answered, or you're just stuck, you feel like you're on your plateau and you just need a little something to work on for the next 3 months, we can easily book a, you know, an hour, 45-minute session if you want. I think we can manage that with the schedule. Yeah, if you're stuck, you just email me at jasoncareyguitar@gmail.com, and then we have all of the process and onboarding sequencing for you. But, you know, I do that. I do teach. I enjoy teaching. So 1 and a 2 E and a 1 and 2, 10 and 12, finishing up the stretches. Chemical Wedding 1604, that's it. So reading says, a note seems to have nothing to say. Interval does? Ooh. That's awesome. Sky Animates, do you ever practice, say, fingers 1 and 3, then 2? So 1, 3, 2. Can you delineate? That's a good question. I'd like to unpack that a little bit. I wouldn't know. I'm still 8 years old. That's funny. Fingers, let's see, fingers 2 and 4, we'll go through frets 9 and 14, 9 and 12 I guess. 14 might be a bit of an ask this morning for early Friday. It is Friday though, so happy Friday, and do smash that like button. We have the same number of viewers as we do likes right now, so thank you. 1 E and a 2 fingers, 2 and 4, let's stretch it out. These have been totally helping me getting through the, you know, the complicated things in the chord chemistry book, that chord chemistry sequence. When I'm running through these practices, fingers 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, mix up the fingers, try finger 1, then 3, then 2, then 4. Oh yeah, let's do that today. Yeah, that's awesome. You know who does that? You know who does that a lot right now on his channel is Raul, the one here in the live chat. So he's just burning through, he's tearing through these exercises, and he's working through different workbooks, and he's got all kinds of stuff going on. So, you know, kind of give him a little love too. It's great to see people working hard. Fingers 1 and 3. 1 E and a 2 and a T E and a 4, 9 and 12. Don't tell anybody. Too late, dude. Let me, you know what? I'll go ahead and edit it out. I'm just getting a feel by, you know, rehearsing in DADGAD is a completely different thing, right? Okay, and a beer. That's funny. Yeah, so this is the tuning that I wrote. I wanted it to sound like Chris Cornell, the vocal process, and I had some friends ask me, how did you get that vocal tone on the, and so it was a late night, it was a Arabian Moon is the name of the song, and I wanted it to be about going to find salt. And I don't want to give it too much. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a song about capitalism. You know, it's one of those. But it starts out with that like Chris Cornell, like big fat Soundgarden vocal line. God looked down from upon the mountain and he said to me, you know, and it was that line came to me, and it just all unraveled from that point on. It's just a really, really great tune. And I don't think I ever really did it justice. I think I'll have to re-record that record. I think re-record that song or remix it or whatever. But here we go. I think we needed a little bit of a stretch. So I could have told you that story while I stretched instead of consuming this time. So fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4, just folding back here. Handyman, speaking of the devil. So we've got just a hand stretch going on here. So your timing is impeccable. It's perfect. And you can see up here on the corner that I've got a little $5 bill from Mr. Sky Animates. So that's a definite source for, we can express some gratitude here for certain. Good morning, good morning. The song title is Arabian Moon, Arabian. And it was, I think it was around the time, I released that at around the time David Sanchez was up visiting. So, kind of a cool little song. The keyboard player, like the Born to Run, the, you know, Bruce Springsteen keyboard player. A couple David Sanchez's out there. And it was right around that time, actually. Okay, we're getting a good stretch in here. Oh, the band name? What are you asking? I'm not sure. Are you talking to me, Raul? Or are we talking about someone else? Arlo Guthrie, yeah, Arlo's Mr. Guthrie for sure. So Jason Carey. And then Rebirth is a Rebirth album. It's it's a lowercase r. There's like one guitar solo on the entire record, and I think it's, and there's some Nashville tune guitars, like there's some really great, now that I think about it, not to toot my own horn, but there was some really exploratory guitar work on that record. So it's a fun one to listen back to sometimes, you know. And I think it's a journey. It's kind of it's all recorded as like it's intended to be listened from like point A to point B, like beginning to end. So consume it all at once if you have the time. Headphones are a really good idea for that particular record with the mix. All right, so where are we at? Is this a Jimmy Page tuning? Yeah, it's a great, I mean, it's a good album. I can't, you know, I had a lot of fun making it. There were a lot of great people in my life at that time, and a lot of bad ones, you know, a lot of different stories, you know, homelessness in the downtown, you know, not knowing what to do, just, you know, just a wild range of motion in that record, you know. Jason J. Carey, that's correct. Yeah, it is. All right, so let's go. Hey, guitar for everyone. What's going on, Justin? Good morning. So we're in DADGAD this morning, and we're going to start with, let's just dump because we're running out of time. I'm running out of time. Busy, you know. This is an hour specifically for the self and for the guitar, just to remind ourselves that we are guitar practitioners and we do play the guitar and we enjoy the guitar. So let's go ahead and try a different finger permutation today. Let's do this in the spirit of our good friend, our dear friend, Raoul McQuenna. 1E and a 2E and a TE and a 4E and a... So what we're going to do, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 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 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, good. And then 4, 2, 3, 1 or something like that. I think we'll just do the inverse as the inverse operations on the descending pattern. Why don't we start one time slowly? So we'll maybe make it through one. So we'll play it all. We don't need to play it up to speed. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're talking my language, Jill. That's for sure. Gotta check the tuning here. Yeah, sorry, bear with me just for one moment. Yeah, good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and work 1, 3, 2, 4. Let's do eighth notes or triplets, 2 attacks per beat. Are you guys playing this along with me? Should we do 2 attacks per beat just to kind of give it an approach? 3, 4 attacks per beat? What do you think? This is 2 attacks per beat. I think we'll roll with this for a minute anyway. 1 and 2 and T and thanks, Anthony. 1, 3, 2, 4. I think we're going to slow it down even more just to exemplify the perfection of it. So 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2. Try to move my fingers out of the way so we can see what's going on. So 1, 3. Very nice long tones. 1, 3, 2, 4, and then 1 and 3, and then 2, and then 4, and then descending 4, 2, 3, 1, and then 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Long tones are important too. They're probably more valuable than short tones. Quick little notes. So 1 and 3, 2 and 4. 1 and 3, 2 and 4. There it is. 1, 3, 2 and 4. I really love Jimmy Page. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. Today is Good Friday, around 3 o'clock. That's right. Amen. This is a perfect perfect opportunity to dial in the tone, to dial in the breath. The fourth finger perhaps to no, down, yeah. This is an opportunity to study pick control too, so I'm moving my pick way too much and flailing around like a fish out of water. And you know, I'm not a silver salmon resting on the, you know, fish out of water on the banks of the Kenai River. I'm not that. I can easily glide through these passages and continue to breathe. Dialing it in by the quarter tone is a refreshing and skill building exercise. This helps my patients to meet each note, to introduce each note to the click, to each click on the metronome. It's wonderful, wonderful idea. Those are some solid introductions that, you know how they say when like the dog's sense of smell, there's a part of the brain of the dog where they smell another dog's scent and then they remember that dog for the rest of their life, right? They have that scent memory, so the next time they smell that dog, they know which dog it is, exactly which dog it is. So let's turn it into triplets on the way up. So 1, 2, T, 1, no, let's turn it into eighths on the way up. That'll be the next step, I think. 1 and 2 and T and 4. 1 and 2 and T and 4. I always wanted to make a video, a music video for that Arabian Moon. Maybe I'll get around to doing that. Wanted to check in with you to see if you're still breathing. Oh yeah, Steely Dan, great to see you again. And we're reaching the end of our warm-up sequence for today. We're going to switch the flip the switch. Let's flip the switch to, oh, yeah. name is Stanley. Stan. I like the subtle humor here. This is great. Here we go. All right, the moment I've been waiting for, the one that I got so excited about. All right, this is just, thank you, Lucy, thank you, thank you. Oh, there you go. Now you got me right there, Jeff. Yep, yeah, here's to that. That show scares me. I used to get scared watching it. I'm thinking, man, that was my childhood. Here we go. Let me go ahead and just try to reconfigure my situation here so that you can see both the finger situation. And the best way for me to exemplify the DADGAD tuning is to start with a forward finger roll. So let me just come over here. Just get over here, all right? So you've got the thumb on the low E string, D string, sorry. Thumb, index, middle, ring on the G, B, and D strings, right? If you were Raul, you would probably get your fourth finger rolling too. Good to be aware of that fourth finger, you know. Finger's like, what about me? Shut up. So, forward roll, just a traditional finger roll for now. So I'm working on a rest stroke, so I'm plucking through the D string and then forward rolling. And then reverse rolling. It's all water under the fridge, boys. Man. Just never crossed. I gotta stop looking at these comments, man. Forward roll, and now all I'm doing is I'm working. So D, look at this, check this out. D major scale, right here. 2 middles, I could use 3 string. I think the fancy thing about these kinds of tunings, now I have 3 octaves that I can work with that are all open on the same fret, and talk about being excitable. You're gonna see it come out of me here. So do, re, and then mi, and then fa, and then sol, S-O-L, and then la is spelled, L-A, and then T, T-I, and then do again, D-O. That's that closer to the heart arranged in DADGAD, just real quick. So we have that open forward roll. Okay, so we have the major scale that we could just play around with on the top 3 strings. Oh, Fernando, I really love the SOAR work, man. Just great workbooks. You saw Rush? I never actually got a chance to see Rush. Thanks, Robbie. I haven't played that for years, man. Hey, a story was about guitar. Hey, a onesie and a twosie, and I'm putting on my shoesies. Have a good morning, man. We're just going to wrap it up here. Now, if we wanted to use D major pentatonic, we can make that happen. Really, Uncle Jason? You mean it? Yes, I mean it. Happy picking, man. Have a wonderful weekend. Anybody got any responses from Mark? He's heading out. Thanks for being here, Mark. We'll be thinking about you all this weekend. There's another trick here. Yeah, I love the t-shirts. I love them, you know. I just... Man, you're kind, Bernard. If we end up doing that, I'll go ahead, and if any sales we get off those, I'll share them with you, okay? I don't know if this makes business sense at all, but if we end up printing a design that someone sends us for the morning ritual, we'll split that. We'll be sure to get an agreement in place and then split any sales with those. So how's this going to work? I'm going to work on just spreading the love first. I'm going to use the open D. And then the open octave D above it. And getting that that bass line set in place. Happy Easter. Yeah, good one, Kevin. Yeah, thank you. The real reason why we're here. Yeah, amen, brother. Yeah, Robbie, very cool. Yeah, no worries. I know it. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's trying to work out ways to help improve the situation. a great Easter, Kevin. We're only here for a few more minutes. Now we're working. Happy Easter, and I hope you have a good time with family and friends. You get to celebrate the weekend. Just working out, just forward rolling and then alternating the bass line. And I think that's almost enough work for me just to get that right hand sort of ready, get the mind set right, get the helmet on and the chin strap buckled in. Now if we wanted to start working, you know, fingers 1 and 2, we could double that time with the thumb. This is a good opportunity to build up a callus on the side of the thumb by just doing this repeated bass lines. Oh, and then when we get up to the G or the 4 chord, there's a lot to just kind of explore in like drop D or open D tuning. I'm getting ready to just let you guys after the weekend and have a really great time. I hope you have a safe, happy, and healthy weekend with a little bit of celebratory guitar in there, and I hope you are able to just really enjoy the week, okay, the weekend, and from our family to yours, we wish you a heartfelt Easter season. Okay, this has been a really good, you'll see me, I'll be off of my fast when you see me, so this has been a good season of fasting for me. I've gained a lot, so I thought you should know that. All right, and I hope you're in a situation to be in a similar place too. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I like the 432 tuning. Yeah, don't leave us alone. I hate to go, I've got to run, but happy Easter, Uncle Jason. Thank you for your time on this Good Friday. Enjoy your many blessings this Sunday with your family. You too. I hope you all are able to enjoy this. Hallelujah. Yeah. Tag in German. I'm gonna have to come back and translate those. Okay, cool. Aufverstanden. 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 Same to you, brother. Many blessings. Enjoy your feast and family. Oh yeah, yeah. Playing on it. You too. All right. Thanks for being here, Lucy's. Thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate it. I'd like to hang, but again, until we meet again, I wish you all heartfelt. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Sky. Thanks again, Sky, for the fiber. Yeah. God bless. All right. Until we meet again, happy picking, friends.